So, I will be saying goodbye to Westfield, New York in about an hour and a half, 2 hours at the most. I'll be going back to Wilkes Barre, Pennsylvania. Oh, and by the way, how do you like my bangs? I did it myself. And I think it came out pretty groovy. And this hair thing, I didn't do it on purpose. People think I did. It's actually my roots growing in. I've got very light brown, blondish hair, and I dye my hair black. And I cannot dye my hair black right now because I'm pregnant with a baby, and it's not good for the baby. So in about 5 or 6 more months, I'll be able to dye my hair again, whatever color I choose. But anyhow, so yeah, I moved from my hometown of Wilkes Barre, Pennsylvania about a month ago because I found out I'm pregnant about 2 months ago. I'm almost 4 months now. And my hometown has a high homicide rate, and there's a lot of drugs. Wilkes Barre, Pennsylvania. It was actually recently marked online as being in the country's top 10 highest crime rate, worst places to live nationally. So it just proves my point. But basically, so I moved out here to Westfield, New York, and I've been here for about a month. Before I moved, my cousins told me that there's a van here that will be able to pick me up and take me to go job hunting and stuff so that I can get on my feet. But when I got out here, it turned out even the van said they can't come this far out in the country. It's basically a lake house. Like, it's one of like 4 or 5 houses that are right on this lake, on this side of Lake Erie, and down a dirt road. At the end of it, there's a road with like cars and stuff, but this is a pretty quiet place. So the van said no. I haven't had any way to have transportation to look for jobs, and my cousins both work a lot, so they couldn't take me. So even with my doctors, I just had to cancel my first doctor's appointment for the baby. I have not been to the doctor's yet, and I'm like almost 4 months because I had no transportation. So it's just not panning out here. Also, I'm scared as shit at night when I'm by myself. My cousins are currently on vacation, and I've gone about 4 nights by myself, and the noises I hear and the way their dog acts at night, all skitsy, it's a little too much for me. So anyhow, my friend will be here around between 5:30, 5:50, somewhere around there, 6 o'clock at the latest. It's 4 o'clock now, so I have like an hour and a half to 2 hours left before I jump in the car and take that 5-6 hour drive back to my hometown. And my plan for having a baby in a crime-filled city is not to live directly in that city, but instead to live on the west side of that city. Areas like Kingston or 44 or Swayersville, Exeter, West Pittston. These are all towns on the west side of my home city where I was born, Wilkes Barre. So I won't have to be afraid to walk with the baby at night. And I don't think I'm going to have to worry about the baby being able to take a bus and go right over to the more dangerous part of town, Wilkes Barre, until it's a teenager. So I've got plenty of years to worry about that and figure out if I'm going to make a change or not. And, if I do end up deciding to move by the time it's a teenager, then the baby is going to have to be part of that decision making and want to move also. And I think I'm going to stay in the area as long as my child's happy. I have high hopes that by the time my kid's a teenager, Wilkes Barre, Pennsylvania will change and become a better place, because when I was a teenager, there was not all this crime. You could be out late at night and not have to worry about getting shot in the head. It was a fun place. It changed the last few years because people came in from big cities and started selling drugs in our little area. So I got a lot to think about, but as soon as I get back to Pennsylvania, I'm gonna visit with some people that I love, and maybe get out to some places that I love. And after that, I am going to have to get hopping and get moving and get my life together, because I actually can access buses and public transportation in my valley. So I cannot wait to get home. It's very beautiful where I am right now in Westfield, New York, but it's very lonely, very deserted, and I am dying to hear the sound of traffic. I am dying to hear people screaming outside. Not screaming for their lives, just talking to each other loudly. Because where I'm from, you hear that all the time. Anyhow, I will stop talking to myself. I feel like the Facebook posts I've been writing lately, these long novels, because I've been so lonely out here, especially since my cousins are on vacation. Now I'm doing long videos. I'm gonna drive y'all insane. But anyhow, so I'm probably not gonna be posting videos as often, seeing as how my data plan is not extremely high on my phone, and the computer that I did have, the notebook, broke the night before I moved to New York, and the computer I'm using now is my cousin's sister's, so I can't really take it with me. So I won't have a computer to use, just my phone, but you're still gonna see some videos from me, just not as many. And I think I'm going to be able to get some funny ones, because I know some funny people in my hometown. So, enough with the talking. I'm going to end this video, and you can still subscribe to my page if you don't hear from me as much. Check out my videos again. Some of them are cool. And also, you can add me on Facebook, Raven Cooper. Also Google Plus. Yeah, it's Google Plus. I had been calling it YouTube Plus. So add me, keep in touch, and there will be more videos to come. I hope you have a great day and a great week, and most definitely I hope you rock on to all you metalheads and rockers out there.